good? Thank you guys for joining me in today's video. If you guys are new here, my name is Santos. If you guys are returning subscribers, what's good, fam? Thank you guys for the continued support and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, guys, I created this beautiful neon moment. Y'all, let's really talk. This whole look was a struggle, okay? Let's just start there. Firstly, I haven't done a skull since my last artistry days at MAC Cosmetics, which was in 2017. So I'm definitely a little rusty. Also, before I started my YouTube journey, I decluttered my makeup and pretty much I threw out all of my paints that could have really benefited me today. So I'm not discrediting the actual palette that I used in today's video because it has nothing to do with that. When you are doing looks like this, you definitely need to have bases underneath so that way things can go on more intentful, you know, with more intensity. So yeah, I had to sit here and build up this look, so it did take time. I was here for about six hours. I think if I wasn't filming, I can definitely do this in 2 because it's not really a hard look. Also, I did take a a lunch break, and y'all, I ate and literally my whole mouth disappeared. Like, it just was gone. I was like, so this look I have been doing this for like 8 hours. I am exhausted. I'm ready to take all of this off, but I want to go ahead and finish this intro for you guys. So I'm very excited to be introducing the palette that I'm going to be talking about in today's video because you guys have been asking for me to play with it for such a long time, and I also wanted to play with it myself for a long time, and this was the perfect tutorial for us to really showcase its power and its performance. So let me go ahead and introduce you to the featured palette in today's video, which is the Bperfect Carnival XL Pro palette. Guys, it's finally here. It's finally, we're using it, and y'all, I had so much fun using this palette to create this look, guys. You guys already know Bperfect never disappoints, okay? So let me go ahead and introduce you guys to the color story if you guys have never seen it. Here it is in its full glory. Just stunning, and the palette never disappoints. Again, if you guys have never tried a Bperfect Cosmetics palette, you guys are missing out. They're pretty, I think they're not crazy price, but the pigment is outstanding, okay? Also, the only other thing I did to create this look, I did use my Suva Beauty palette for the teeth as well as the outlines in the shadows. So I did use these palettes here. I dibbled and dabbled in all 3 of them to get the look. And of course, we went ahead and used a lot of our favorite everyday beauty products. So I think that's all I need to mention. If you guys want to learn how to achieve this neon skull, then definitely stay tuned for the tutorial portion of this video. But before you guys go, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the Ignitions family if you guys aren't already. Don't forget to spread the word. Are your new favorite influencer. And without further ado, guys, enjoy the tutorial. What's good, everyone? You guys already know, jumping right into voiceover. So here is a close-up look of the eye portion in today's video. I do want to go ahead and stress out, we are going to change it up just slightly in today's video. I am going to be speeding through the base portion, so I am going to be referring you guys to the description bar down below for anything that you might have missed. I also want to stress the importance of really prepping your skin in today's video because I'm only using eyeshadows to create today's look, and unfortunately I don't have no paints. I'm using what I have in my collection, and I encourage you guys to do so as well. I do have a updated foundation routine on my channel. I'll definitely go ahead and link it right on the screen as well as in the description bar, reviewing this foundation, which I am currently loving, and I have amazing things to say about it, and everything else again will be linked down below. So finally, guys, you guys have been asking me to use this palette for months, and it's finally here. So we are going to be featuring finally the Bperfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro palette. I wanted to use this palette in the perfect tutorial, and today is the perfect tutorial. You truly are going to see how amazing these eyeshadows perform, and I have nothing bad to say about this eyeshadow palette. I'm super excited to have in my collection. So let's go ahead and start working on our halo smoky eye. So I am going to go into the shades Vex, Fade, and Basic. So I am going to take Vex into the crease. Guys, when you are doing this, I do want to make a suggestion. We are doing a skull in today's look, so we want to make sure that the darkest parts are in the hollows of the eye. So we want to make, the reason why we're doing a smoky eyes is that we want the illusion of a skull, a very pushed back pushed back crease, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we're going to really truly focus those darker colors right in the crease. I'm not bringing them too high. So again, I like to go ahead and do this twice because I want my intensity to be there, but you guys take the look wherever you guys want. If you like it a lot faded, then do that. If you guys like it more intense, you're more than welcome to build it up. You guys already know. Alright guys, to finish adding dimension to the eye, after my blend is done, I am going to jump into the color Lights Out. We're going to go ahead and start creating that deep hollow, and then to start creating the halo. So once again, you're nice and faded and blended, we're just going to remove a little bit of product from the center of the eye using our Mercier cleansing water. And then I am going to take our Louise base and almost diffuse it upwards, so that way we have a nice cloudy effect. And then we're going to reconnect the outer and inner portions of the eye with the Lights Out. And then I'm going to jump into Hold, that beautiful brown color, and this is really going to tie the halo together. So just keep blending until everything comes together. I'm sure you guys already know how to do a halo eye, so I don't want to go too in depth into it. So the last shade I'm going to use is going to be Lights Out. Guys, be very easy with Lights Out because it's super pigmented. And then lately I've been loving a softer eyeliner, so I am just going to go into Lights Out and just line that with a detailed brush. And then for eyeliner, I am going to use my LA Girl eyeliner in the black. I forget the name. I will just link it in the description bar. I also decided to do a little cat flick, and I'm going to show you guys how to clean it. I'm showing you guys pretty much how it really is in the real life when we are doing pretty much a beauty tutorial, and this is how you would really get that sharp line. So here is the eye all complete, guys. So let's move on to the skull portion of the tutorial. So I did take a white eyeliner. I am using MAC Cosmetics Feline. I do not know if they make this, but this is one of my favorite white eyeliners. It's super creamy. Any white or nude eyeliner will work. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. I haven't done a skull since I think my last artistry year at MAC, which was I think 2017. So I am a little out of practice, but I did the best that I could. And again, if I had paints, this pretty much would have done, like the look would have been a lot more cleaner. But again, I do encourage you guys to use what you have in your collection. You do not have to go outside and do the most, okay? Makeup as is expensive, so work with what you have. So again, I'm just going ahead and outlining where I want my skull. Now here was the most difficult part for me was the mouth, only because I have a beard now. When the last time I did a skull, I did not have facial hair. So right here is pretty much me trying to feel how it would work with the hair around my mouth, and honestly this was a epic fail. But I still created a outline for later, which was fine. It worked out for me in the end. But as far as this working by itself, nah, I definitely needed like some type of base. But listen, again, I made it work. So here I'm just laying down the eyeliner, and then I'm gonna blend it with a detailed brush to create that kind of background for the teeth. And again, this, you definitely want to be very strategic and take your time when you are doing this. Remember, we are using eyeliners to set, so that way they don't move in the waterline, so you want to move fast with this product. So now I'm going to start darkening out the hollow where my teeth are going to go. Again, just being very messy with it. I'm not doing anything precise. Now again, I would have rather used the paint a lot. This would have been a lot more easier and much more cleaner. As you guys can see, like it was hard to blend this out. So it was looking patchy, but at the end the eyeshadow saved it. And then guys, I want to stress,
the importance of creating shadow in your skull, because without the shadow, the skull is not going to look like a skull. You want to add that dimension and that depth back into the skin. So please create shadows, guys. Do not do your skull without eyeshadows. It is just not going to add the dimension that you need. Okay, so once you're satisfied with your placements of shadows, let's get into actually creating that moment, the colorful moments. You guys know I love color, and this is what my channel is about, is artistry, and this was the perfect opportunity to truly showcase this palette's performance, and I'm so glad I waited for this moment. Like I can't even imagine, you guys. This palette literally outperforms itself for me, okay? And this is the first time I'm using it. I was so happy. Anyway, so I did take Keen, and I think I took Prep Talk. Guys, when I put Prep Talk on top of the Keen, which was the yellow, it created an orange. So right then and there, the look was already turning out poppin', because it already literally was creating a fade or a blend for me. And again, guys, this does not have to be perfect. Just keep that in mind. This is a skull. If you want to be very precise, do you. This tutorial was not meant to be like a full-on perfect tutorial, honestly. Again, if I wanted it to be perfect, I would use a lot more paints, okay? So once we are happy with our layouts and our blend of color, we are going to go into the Suva Beauty eyeliner. This is the one with the black and white. Again, I will have the right names in the description bar down below. And this is a water activated eyeliner, and once I go ahead and put my water to activate it, I am going to draw right in between those colors to create almost a neon moment for each of the colors, y'all. I was obsessed with how this look came out. I truly knew that I wanted to do almost like a watercolor skull, but I wanted to put my own touch to it, and I'm so happy that I really challenged myself to create this look. I never created a skull like this, and honestly, I definitely will do this again next year, but of course my own variation, and hopefully with paints, okay? Because this would have came out so much better if I had bases underneath. But let me tell you, even without a base, this palette performed beautifully. So here is where we should be at as far as adding the white eyeliner. Now we're gonna work on the teeth. Everybody has their method of doing their skulls, so do take your own methods. I personally was bouncing all over, and that's usually how it happens for me when I am creating. I'm all over the place, but that's just how I work. You guys do what you do, okay? So this is where things started to come to life. Actually, this was actually working out a lot better than the actual white eyeliner, so I was so happy that things was coming together. I was a little scared and worried that the teeth was just not gonna come out really nice. So again, just be patient with the procedure, and trust me, it will come together. So now I'm gonna add a little bit more depth, of course, to the back of the teeth, so that way the teeth stand out. As far as for anybody that's a little bit more advanced, you don't have to make the teeth conish. I just was being lazy, but I usually, if you add more ridges and shadows, you could really make these teeth stand out. Again, if I had a paint, that's exactly what I would have done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and create a little ombre moment over on the nose. I am putting the shadows to the left of the screen for you guys, so that way you guys can follow along. Alright guys, so once that's done, I'm just gonna intensify that line, so that way we have that highlight there for you guys. And again, guys, I do encourage you guys to take your time. Do know that this skull took about, I think if I wouldn't have recorded this, it would have took me about 3 hours. Just keep in mind, this tutorial did take me a long time to record, because I did take some breaks, and then my memory card was full. Oh, this was a disaster. It took me, I want to say, like 8 to 9 hours to finish this video. I put in the work, y'all. This video was, I think, the longest tutorial I've ever done on my channel, so, and I'm very proud of it. Alright guys, so moving on to eyeliners, we are of course going to add color. You know this is a colorful channel, so I'm jumping into the Suva Beauty's UV Lights palettes, and I'm using the pastel one. I'm using all 3 of the palettes that I mentioned. Again, if you guys didn't get to see it, I will put it in the description bar down below. So for this side, I'm pretty much doing a pastel moment for my teeth. I wanted to brighten them up, but I still wanted it to be me, so I left one side black and white and I left one side with color. So jumping right into lashes, we are going to use my favorite, of course, the Popsy lashes in the style Boss. You guys know I am obsessed with these. I do have a discount with Popsy Lash. Definitely go ahead and check the description bar for my codes, and if you guys want to save some points on your next purchase, definitely use my code. Alright guys, so moving back onto the teeth, I did decide to add a little bit of highlights around them. I wish I had a UV light for the end, guys, because this would have been so lit if I had a UV light, but I did do some low lighting moments for you guys. You see how I tried to add the ridges on the top of the teeth on the green? That's what I would have done for all the teeth, but again, this video was taking so long at this point, I just wanted to get it done with, okay? So again, we want to go ahead and add those shadows to the face so that way the skull can look as realistic as possible. I do stress that because you need to add these shadows, guys. All right guys, and here I'm just perfecting my blacks. I'm really just making sure that everything is nice and sharp and clean and pretty much perfected for this look, y'all. So the blend, y'all, get into the blend. And then we're just gonna go ahead and finish our lashes with a little bit of mascara and of course lower lash mascara. This is the One Size Fantasize mascara. You guys already know I love this mascara. It is bomb AF. All right guys, to set the face, we are going to use the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and pretty much guys, I would say we are at the end. If you guys have stayed to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this neon skull moment. I absolutely outdid myself in this. And I absolutely am obsessed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, definitely sound off in the comments. And you guys already know I will catch you guys in the next one, friends.